Welcome
to Whips and Sips.
I'm Justine.
And I'm Shelley.
Cheers.
Good afternoon, everyone.
And what are we drinking today, Shelley?
We are drinking Cayman Jacks. I am having a Cuban mojito.
And I'm having a Moscow Mule.
Yeah, these are yummy. They also had, I got a variety pack. They also had margarita in them. And one other one. Something else. Oh, Palomas, which is grapefruit juice and tequila.
Oh, that's right. You said that.
Yep.
And mine would have been the nice cup today, and Shelley's would have been the naughty, but I ran them through the dishwasher and I left them at home. I'm sorry.
They're tasty.
Very.
Anyway.
Well, Shelley and I have been working on the virtual expo today.
We have.
We'll be back at it again tomorrow. So
it's fun.
It is fun to see everybody.
Yeah, to be able to see everyone and go into their rooms and virtually and chat for a little bit. So that's fun. What have you been up to? You had the big move.
Yes, that's right. That's right. And
I have to remind her what she did.
Yeah. And basically worked.
What's it like being empty nesters?
I had to laugh because my son asked me that. And I looked at him and I said, well, I don't know. Your older sister and my grandson were at our house the following night. And then he was at my house on Sunday. So I said, you know, it really hasn't happened yet. So, but I
haven't changed all that much, huh?
No, but it's fun. It's fun seeing your child. I don't want to say succeed because she's only just begun, but
just move on.
Move on.
Yeah.
Yep.
And know that the world is their oyster, and that's great. What have I been up to?
Well, you had a girls' weekend.
I did. I went with a couple of girlfriends from work, and we went. My one of the girlfriends, she and her husband have an apartment in Sioux Falls, South Dakota, because he works in Sioux Falls and she's still in Minnesota.
Okay.
And so right now they have an apartment, but they'll eventually probably move there. But anyway, so the three of us went to Sioux Falls for the weekend. So that was fun. We had a really good time.
I have to apologize to the girls that went with her because I got a picture of them playing Yahtzee.
That's right.
Chris, we're just glad it wasn't us, right?
I was so excited. We were at a brewery. I'm not a big beer drinker. I'll have a bloody beer once in a while, but I don't normally drink beer, but they wanted to go to a brewery, so we did. And this brewery against the wall had a whole rack full of games. I was like, what are we going to play? And the minute I saw Yahtzee, it was over because that's my favorite game. So it was kind of fun to yell Yahtzee in the middle of a busy brewery, but
and nobody cared.
No, not at all.
Nice.
So yes, Tracy played Yahtzee with me. That was
nice.
Fun. Yeah.
Now it's out of your system for a while. Thank you, Tracy.
Yeah. I don't know if we said, but this is a channel about cross stitch and other stitching, needlework crafts, really any crafts that we get up to here. And about laughter. We have a lot of fun here. So thank you for joining us. We appreciate it.
Thank you.
If you're new here, please hit the subscribe button. We would really appreciate that. And if you're a returning friend, howdy do. Good to see you.
So if you're new here, I'm the nice one and she's the naughty one.
Yeah.
Just wanted to get that right.
Oh, I think they all know the truth. Anyway. I wanted to say thank you. I had a lot of comments sending condolences we had put one of our dogs down at the end of July. So thank you so much. I appreciate the warm thoughts. It's getting easier every day, but I have to tell a dog story. I was going to tell you earlier and I forgot. So we have one Shih Tzu left at home, and she is the runt of the litter. I mean, she's a peanut. She's a tiny little thing. And on Monday, when I had to go into work in the office. So I put her out in the front porch and I put a baby gate up because I didn't want her running all over the house while I was gone. And I knew that my daughter's boyfriend was going to come and pick something up to take back to her. So I texted her, I said, when Andrew comes, ask him if he'll put the dog out to go potty you know, because I said I could be later before I get home. So I got home Monday night and I opened the door and she greeted me at the door. And I'm like, oh, Andrew probably just didn't put her back in the front porch, you know. I didn't think much of it. Well, then Thursday I went into the office and I got home that night and she greeted me at the door. And I had put her in the front porch with the baby gate up. I'm like, what's going on here? So I called my daughter and I said, did Andrew just, you know, can you ask him, did he just not put her back in the front porch? And she goes, oh, I meant to talk to you about that. No, when he went to grab my bag and let her out, she met him at the door. I'm like, she's jumping the baby gate. This little fart of a Shih Tzu is jumping the baby gate. So I guess the jig is up. We're not putting the baby gate up anymore. Because...
They say that your animals start acting like you.
So yeah, that's our little one. Thank goodness for her, because I think if we had just had the one and had to put her to sleep, it would be a very quiet household.
I told you, I'm
house,
still
so.
looking at goldfish.
Goldfish, yeah. Oh, and thanks, by the way, I'm not going to mention names, Missy. But now Missy is sending me pictures of goldfish. So yeah, there's just goldfish everywhere. So no, there will not be a goldfish. And again, and I can buy, maybe I can get buy one, get one free on the goat, Missy, and I can put one in Justine's yard and send one off to you. So if you two decide
Can't you
you're going
just
to get
hear
me a
Neil?
fish.
What did Shelley do?
Oh man, anyway, that's funny.
Oh, fun.
We hit 3,000 subscribers.
Oh, for land's
Woo!
sakes, thank you.
Yeah.
I forgot. Linda gave us a bag to give away.
And I plan to make a couple bags between now and our next show. So if you're interested in picking up a project bag, what do we want them to say?
What was Shelley said?
No. Gal, give me a little bit to think about it. We'll figure it out before the end here, and but if you want to do that, the only downside is you're not going to get to see the bags first. It's gonna be random draw, and
It's gonna be a surprise.
yeah. So I promise you, they'll be cute. That much I can promise. But yeah, so we'll have at least 2, maybe more, depending on how many.
Okay,
I
but
get
let's
done.
remember, when you make a project bag to give away,
Yeah.
you make one for me first.
Yes, I know.
Okay.
I know. It's the first pancake. I know.
Thank you.
So anyway, what else? Should we jump right into stitching? Somebody has several FFOs to show.
I've been a busy
But
girl.
I would like to remind all of you that she doesn't do the FFOs. Most of the time doesn't even stitch the project, much less finish the darn thing.
Told you I'd get by with a little help from my friends.
So I don't have any, so you go right
All
ahead.
right, I do. Okay, this first one is Stitch Spool by Jeanette Douglas.
Cute.
And Gwen stitched this, and Mara finished it. And these little spools that this is on, we got at Market, and I have a couple left. But isn't that gorgeous?
Look at the back. How cute is that little
So thank you,
corset
Gwen.
finish? That is
Thank
so
you,
cute.
Mara. Thank you. I love it.
It is adorable.
It is. So
And
that is
was
one.
Jeanette Douglas, right?
Correct.
Yep.
Correct. Stitch spool.
Cute.
So there is one. Then, I have so many here, they're getting intertwined.
Yeah.
Okay, first of all, I lied last time.
You get used to it.
I'm sorry. Okay, so Angie stitched this one for me. I said the wrong name last
Well,
week.
Angie and Jeannie are friends, right?
Right.
Yes, we met them
sorry.
together at StitchCon.
So Angie stitched this, and Mara finished it. Isn't it gorgeous? Gorgeous. Okay. So then Jeannie stitched this. It's Imagine, Dream, and Believe from Artful Offering.
They have had some of the cutest patterns lately.
Yes, they have. And Mara finished this.
That is sweet.
Isn't that gorgeous?
That is so cute. What is that on? What is the trim? It's not. Is it pom-poms? But it's cotton. It's probably something she had in her sewing room. It's cute.
I just love it.
Cute, Mara.
Thank you, Mara. Thank you, Jeannie.
Beautiful stitching.
Okay. Then I showed this one on Welcome Wednesday. And this is what Vicky stitched. It's from New York Dreamer. And Mara put it together for me.
Makes it hard to use the rolling pin on your hubby when it's done up all nice like that.
And I was thinking, I'd rather have it this way than baking since I don't bake.
Oh, yeah, well.
Isn't that gorgeous?
Cute.
Okay, then we have Gwen stitched this for me. It's Pineberry Lane, Kind and True.
I love that.
I do too.
It's really pretty.
Too. And she stitched it for me. And I sent it with Liz down at the Stitchery Nook. And she framed it for me.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Isn't that gorgeous?
Sorry about the ring light, yeah.
There we go. And I told Liz, you just do what you want to do. And wow.
I love that frame.
Look at, I don't know if you can see the red frame.
Mm.
But
It's
isn't
so
that gorgeous?
very nice.
I love it. I cannot wait to hang it.
Mm.
So those
What does it say?
are my FFOs.
Be you to others kind and true as you would have others be to you.
And Gwen put the year 2021 since that was the year that I opened.
Mm-hmm. Cool. Very cool.
Oh, and she put WS for Welcome Stitchery.
I think coincidentally, that's actually what the pattern calls for.
I think it did.
Yeah.
And that's why she kept it in there because
Yeah.
but for Welcome Stitchery.
Yeah, that's cool.
So yes, those are my FFOs.
How about FOs, just finished items, which I also have none of.
I have one. Okay. Gwen stitched this one. Bluebird in a cherry tree. And we just ordered more. We just talked to Kathy Barrick and we ordered
Yep.
more of these.
Gwen is just a stitching machine.
She
My
is.
gosh.
She is. Isn't that gorgeous?
And she makes the world's best lemon bars, just so you know.
And
How
here
cute
is
is
this
that?
one.
Oh, I love that bird.
Isn't that beautiful?
I'd like to stitch just the bird
Well, do it.
on a little pillow. I might.
Do it.
I just might. I think
Just
it's so
gorgeous.
cute.
So thank you, Gwen. Thank you, everybody.
Yes.
It is so fun. So fun. This
Okay.
concludes my finishes.
Have you had any starts in the past couple of weeks?
No, I have not. Have you?
I have not. I have not. There are some coming though. Will tell you that.
Oh, I can't wait.
So we'll talk about that in plans. But
Okay.
so whips.
Okay. Well, I needed to finish up my whip go.
Mm-hmm.
And Heaven and Earth by Kathy Barrick was on my list. And I was going to tear out what I had started for the deer and use NPIs on. When I saw how much I was going to have to tear out,
You changed your mind again.
I changed my mind again. So
We're back to, what is it, DMC?
Yep.
Yeah.
So this is where I'm at. I finished, thank you. I
Mm-hmm.
finished the mailbox down here
Cool.
and started
Boy,
kind of
he's
filling in the deer a
really
little.
starting
so,
to take shape, isn't he?
yeah.
Yeah, you got to outline him so it's all fill.
Yep.
Then
So
you
I can
just
rock and roll.
work away on it while you watch a movie or something.
Yep.
Yep.
So that's one of my whips. Go ahead, Shell.
Okay. I have been not a monogamous stitcher, but I've not worked on much in the last 2 weeks. I
When you
mean,
see
I've done a
why.
lot of work, but on the same pieces. So I too was working on my whip goes for August. And You may have seen this before, Rose Quaker.
Gorgeous.
I have to say this is my favorite piece to stitch right now. I love it. I love stitching on it, every single minute of it. And this is where I am.
Oh, Shelley, that's just beautiful.
So I'm all the way, you can see the complete width of the project. I'm all the way across at
You're
the top
a quarter
there.
of the way done.
Pretty close. If you want to
Good
hold
for
this, I will
you.
point out with my pointer, courtesy of Alabama Judy.
Keep
I
it
can
on
point
your side.
out what
Whoops.
I stitched. I stitched the, oh, this is hard. The R, is that an R?
I think so.
And a J.
It's a J or an L.
And the M. I stitched this corner medallion. I stitched this huge Quaker right here, and I stitched this huge Quaker here. All in 7 days. And that is a lot of stitching. But I enjoyed every single minute of it. I had so much fun. I love this piece.
That's just gorgeous, Shelley.
Absolutely
just
love it.
Gorgeous.
So that is Rose Quaker on 37 count Wild Honey by Legacy Linen with all the called for DMCs.
Just gorgeous.
I think I may have done the Q too. I think I did all 4 of those letters. Anyway.
Gorgeous.
Yeah.
Gorgeous. Gorgeous, gorgeous,
Thank you. I love it. Nope, I didn't do the Q. I did the M, the R, and the J, and then those big Quakers. Your turn.
Beautiful. Okay. Well, when I finished my whip call, I did the little thinger thing.
Oh, the Wheel of Death?
Yeah.
Okay.
Is
I
that
mean,
what
Wheel of Death. That's what we call the Wheel of Death when my husband takes the kids tubing on the boat. They call it the Circle of Death.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Well, I was just thinking that maybe you thought that I'd have to be dead to have
Oh,
everything
no.
stitched
No,
in my
no,
little thingamajobber.
No.
But anyway, it pulled out Boo chock full. So, Vicki was visiting with me last week, and she said to me, Justine, why don't you just finish something that you have? So I thought, Justine, what do you have that you could finish? I didn't find anything. So this is as far as I got on my, I thought, okay, come on, you can try to finish it.
Here,
No,
let me help you.
I didn't get it. But it's so fun to see these little guys come together. And they just pop on that block.
Yeah, it's cute.
So,
Very cute. I like their little faces.
yes,
My turn.
that's it.
My second piece for Whip Go for August is Newcastle Bouquet by Teresa Kogut.
We also talked to today.
Yes, we did. And
Beautiful.
I am this far. So,
You had two huge pieces for your whip coat, didn't you?
yeah, I put in this little piece of the border here. I put in the T-U in the alphabet. I put in, I don't know if you can see it, but there underneath the T and the U, there's a little dragonfly. I put him in. And then the flower to the right of the letters. I've gotten that in. But for my Whip Go, I have to put 7 days in on this. And I'm on day, I think tonight is day 5. So I still got 3 days left to put into it. So I'll get a little bit further, but.
You know what's going to happen? You have so many bigger pieces that they're all going to get done at the same time.
Oh, I don't know about that.
So you need to start somewhere so you have other things in between.
That I'm stitching on 40 count straw by Weeks Dye Works with all the called for floss.
Wow, that is just beautiful, Shelley.
It's a lot of, it's stitch heavy, and it's kind of tedious stitching because there's, you're changing colors pretty frequently, but
that's what makes it gorgeous.
I love it, and it's going to be just stunning when it's done. But
better start saving your money for framing.
Yeah, exactly. And of course, I put my 30 minutes into my Winter Rose Manor by With Thy Needle and Thread, Brenda Gervais. I think everybody that stitches is aware of this pattern. And I in the 30 minutes I put into this last week, I finished these Christmas trees underneath this little medallion here. These. I only had one in before, and I got the other, 5 in. So coming along, still only putting 30 minutes in a week on that. 36 count Brenda's Brew by R&R is the fabric with all the called for threads. I have made a couple of changes since I wrote up this card, so I'm keeping a list of them, and when I'm all done, I'll let you know what changes I made to thread, but I have made a couple of changes on that. So that's all that I've worked on in 2 weeks. A lot of stitching. I mean, you know, I've gotten probably 2 hours in every night, which is a significant amount of time, but just on a few pieces. So
yeah, but look at how you've progressed on all of them. Nice.
Yeah. Plans.
Well, I forgot to grab, and I apologize. I'm very excited because I am going to do hands-on design. Who we talked to Kathy today too.
Yeah.
Her Halloween mystery starting September 1st. And I pulled the DMC thread, and it is so cute. Just the thread is cute.
Yeah.
And there's a couple of other of us that are
going. When is that starting?
September 1st.
Okay, so this week.
Yep.
Thursday.
So I'm very, very excited for that.
Are you going to be partaking in Sampler September?
I don't know. I would love to, but I want to get my WIPCO done first.
Mm-hmm. Maybe we should talk about WIPCO because the numbers were drawn today.
Okay.
So do you know what yours are?
I do.
Go for it. The numbers drawn for WIPCO today were number 3 and number 22.
So my Halloween Quaker got pulled, and if you remember, Shelley's stitching on this also, but of course she's way ahead of me.
Not by much.
So, and what all I have to do is stitch 3 hours on it. So that's just as far as I am.
Cute. That's a fun one to stitch. I love Quakers in general.
You want me to keep going, or do you want to?
Yeah, go ahead. Show us your other one.
Then my next one is September Sapphires by Carolyn Manning, and I'm doing this blue colorway here. And what is mine? This is 500 stitches.
You're doing which one?
The lighter one.
This one, okay.
Did I point to the wrong one?
No, you said blue colorway, and they look all blue to me.
Oh, I'm sorry. And this is as far as I am right now.
Cute.
So, my mother's going to have a procedure done on Monday, and it takes 4 hours. And she said, well, you're going to have to go find something to do. And I'm like, I don't think so. I think I'll just sit in my car and watch Floss Tube and stitch for 4 hours. I was going to say,
she doesn't understand that as stitchers, when someone says, can you find something to do for 4 hours? Oh, yeah.
Got it taken care of.
Yep, not a problem.
So those are my plans.
Well, I do want to do Sampler September. Mm-hmm. And I'm having a lot of, issues with this because, number one, I don't really understand what is a sampler. I've always thought it was something that has letters in it, like the alphabet in it, and just some random motifs. So I'm struggling with that, first of all.
Make it how you think, how a samplers to you are.
And then when they called WIPCO this morning, the numbers that were called for me, number 3 is And a Forest Grew, which I don't feel like that's a sampler. That's just a bunch of trees.
Just a bunch of wood.
Just a bunch of trees. Anyway, and then the other one that was called for me was My Christmas at Hawk Run Hollow, which I've put a significant amount of time into this year. So I'm kind of thinking, what do they say? My board, my rules.
Absolutely.
I'm kind of thinking about changing up my WIPCO board and putting a couple of samplers in there instead so that it fits with the whole Sampler September.
I think the rule is your board, but you can only change it with new starts.
No.
Yeah.
No. Well, I am going to have some new starts actually in September. So okay. So I just so everybody knows, I'm going to make some changes to my whip-go board, and I'm going to put samplers there, so that's all I'm stitching in September is samplers. I've been talking for a while about starting my Red Deer sampler by GGR.
Nice.
This one. And I was missing 3 different threads, and I've found 2 of them, but I cannot find Cider Mill Brown by Gentle Arts. I can't find it anywhere. And so just by looking at pictures of Cider Mill Brown on the computer, I've pulled some other options here. I just need to decide what I'm going to use as a substitute. Now that I'm looking at this toasted barley is really green. I think that can come out. But Justine is going to be so kind and look to see if she maybe has some Cider Mill Brown in her stash at home, so that I could at least get a feel for the colors so I can make a decision here. But I am going to pick a substitute and start this in September. And I got to get my fabric today for it, because you have the fabric. Another one that I'm going to start is, do you know Stitching in the Bluegrass?
Yes.
Yeah. She is going to start this Lucy Beam, Though He Seemeth Sleeping. And I have loved this for a long time. And every time I mention it, you say, should I get it? Should I get it for you? And I always say, no, I'm not ready. Well, the minute I saw she was going to stitch it, I thought, yeah, I'm going to do that too. So Justine got this in for me. And what's interesting is in the pattern, she gives you 4 different choices for fabric. I mean, you can pick your own, obviously, if you don't like, but she gives you 4 potential options.
Nice.
And she gives you flosses from 4 different, the 3 overdyes, the main overdyes, Week Dye Works, Classic Color Works, and Gentle Arts. And then she has a DMC one too. So I'm going to be looking at getting this kitted up too, to start in September. I really love this one. I'll just read to you what it says. I think it's the verse that I love the most. It says, dark is the night and wild the wave, Christ the boat is keeping. Trust in him and have no fear, though he seemeth sleeping. I really like that. So, yep, I'm going to start that one. If anybody wants to start along, feel free. I don't know. I don't think she started a Sal, to my knowledge, but anyway. And then I had seen, shoot, now I can't give credit where credit's due. One of the floss tubes I watch is stitching this Chester's Place, and this was a charity project done by...
Oh, for her sister.
Yeah.
Wasn't it?
Whistle
Or for
Stop Stitcher. Yeah.
For,
They had a cat, I think, that was going to need a bunch of medical work, and so she made this kind of as a charity thing. But it says at the top, until one has loved an animal, a part of one's soul remains unawakened. I remember who it was that I saw stitching this now. Janet Jabber. She finished hers.
Oh.
And down at the bottom, you can see there's some animals along the bottom here. There's a horse and I think that's a pig, a dog, a cat, a bunny, a chicken. But what she did is she put little paw prints all the way across, and then kind of going off the side there. And so I think that I'm going to start this on our dog that we put down, Sparkle. I'm going to start it on what would have been Sparkle's 15th birthday, which is September 9th.
That's my dad's birthday.
Is it really?
And Nick's.
Oh my gosh.
Well, it was my dad's birthday, but...
So yeah, I think I'm going to stitch this for Sparkle. Started on September 9th.
So you're going to start 3 new projects this month.
In September, so far.
So, yeah, I won't be starting anything. I'm going to try to finish 3.
Oh my God. You know, I try to keep my whip number at around 30, and this is going to push me up over. So I do have plans to work on a couple of small pieces that I think I can knock out quickly. Because I try to just hover right around that 30 range. And it's getting a little bit out of control right now. So
I like that.
Yeah, I bet you do.
I'm seriously thinking here. What am I going to finish?
So anyway, those are my plans coming up.
Fun.
Fun.
Should we do the new segment? What should Shelley
Is this really
stitch?
going to be a thing?
Yes,
Oh
it
my
is.
gosh.
It is. And it's
That
so
was the
fun
other thing.
because you don't know how many people have commented on this. I just love it. I love it.
I felt kind of bad because somebody commented in the comments of the last floss tube and said, I mean, she was joking, like she had laughing emojis, but she's like, did you just compare yourself to Jesus? No, no, obviously not. I was.
Believe me.
Anyway.
Okay.
Yeah. So what would Shelley stitch, huh? I swear, if this is something that makes me have to have another new start, I'm going to murder you. Yeah, I didn't mean that either. I was kidding.
Do I look like I'm worried? It is so funny, Shelley, because I haven't had time to even think about it. And yesterday I was digging and I came across more than one. And I thought, okay, I should maybe have a couple of them. And I thought, nope, we're going to do it one at a time. So it really is not hard for me to pick stuff out for you.
No.
No.
I thought it was going to be a heaven and earth based on your Welcome Wednesday. And I was going to gladly say, no, I would not stitch that.
Show's not over yet. Okay, are you ready?
Yep.
This is La-Di-Da, Peace on Earth.
Okay. I can't see it. You have to let me look. Okay. It's got a bird on it, which I love birds. It's got an alphabet, so it's a sampler. The only thing that's stopping me for what?
For new starts.
No. The only thing that's stopping me is let there be peace on earth and let it begin with me. I have images. It's like an earworm of her singing this.
I did. I sang it the whole yesterday.
Oh my God. And when we were younger, oh my gosh, over and over and over.
I'm scared. It's a wonderful,
yes,
what a good saying.
Yes, I would stitch that. Yes, okay, we're not going to sing it.
Okay, one more time I have to show you guys. Isn't that gorgeous?
It is gorgeous.
Just so elegant. So.
And I mean, you can't go wrong with La-Di-Da. There's not too much of hers I wouldn't stitch. So
no, it's just beautiful.
I cannot wait till there's a day when I can tell her, no, I would not stitch that. If she would find a goldfish, I can emphatically say, I would not stitch this.
Sarah found me one off of Etsy,
oh
and I was going to
gosh.
stitch it and give it to you. So
then you're going to get a goat. That's the way it is.
So that's what Shelley would stitch segment.
Oh my gosh. And there is not going to be bracelets. I'm sorry. So many people sign me up for a bracelet. No.
WWSS. What would Shelley stitch?
Oh, boy.
WWSS. I'll have to remember that.
What's going on in the shop? Any news there that you need to share other than Expo?
Well.
What? Something I don't know?
Shelley and I are kind of putting our heads together for some special bags every
Oh,
month.
yeah.
And there's only going to be so many of them made each month. And each month it will be a different one. It'll be a mystery bag.
Mm-hmm. But they'll have a theme.
They'll have a theme.
Yeah.
So stay tuned. September will be the first one, and it'll be a different one every month. So stay tuned. Next Welcome Wednesday is still August. Okay.
So probably the first Welcome Wednesday in September. You'll show it? Okay. Well, you won't show it, but you'll tell what the theme is. And
yeah.
that kind of thing.
So I'm really looking forward to that.
Yeah, that'll be fun.
So, and I did want to show a little bit of haul that I got in.
Okay. Oh.
Shannon, the Soda Stitcher, showed this, and I had to go look for it. And then when I was looking for it, I went squirrel and got some other purple patterns. But I think I'm going to have to stitch this.
I'm surprised it took her this long, Shannon.
Yeah.
Because I swear she watches your floss tube over and over just to see this.
To see how far you've gone. But I watched the 911 Stitcher had a special episode for, I think it's Good Notes on Apple.
Yep.
And she uses that like you guys
Pattern Keeper.
use Pattern Keeper.
On
And I thought,
Android,
I could do that. But I mean, I live in Minnesota. I really need to stitch that. And since I live in Minnesota, this doesn't count as a whip.
What? Whatever.
And then here's the one I found for Shelley.
Oh, God.
Look at that red. I think she should stitch it.
No. No. Shelley would not stitch that. Not because they're not beautiful. They are beautiful. But
Shelley just doesn't want to have that much stitching. You know what?
That confetti stitching is what gets me.
I was going to say, I think if you figured out some of those other ones that you have, you probably have close to as many stitches.
Well, maybe. But yeah.
But, yep.
Could be. Were you going to talk at all about what's coming up for your next 24 hours of cross stitch?
Yeah, that's somebody else we talked to today.
Yep.
Yes, I was. Thank you. The next 24 hours of cross stitch is November. I apologize. I think it's 4th, 5th, and 6th. It's the first Friday, Saturday, and Sunday in November. And we are going to be in Elmore again. At the retreat center.
It shouldn't be that hot. It shouldn't be as hot this time. You're not going to get to see the angel wings this time.
And I am going to put it on my website on the calendar and maybe a couple other places because there will be a schedule on what is going on when. And there may be some other options as far as meals brought in. So stay tuned to that. But there is an Erica Michaels Zoom class. And there's going to be one on Friday at 3 and one on Saturday at 10. And what's going to happen is those Zoom classes, that's going to be up at Michelle's Sewing Center. And we're going to have Erica Michaels on the computer, or excuse me, on the TV to us. She will be teaching us how to finish a berry, how to put a berry together. And at that time, you will get a kit at that time. You will not need the kit to watch her talk to us because she's just going to, I don't mean just.
Yeah, there's no pre-stitching.
That's what I mean.
Yep.
And you can go back home or back to the retreat center and work on that berry. And I asked, has that berry been released yet to the public? And she said no.
So it's exclusive to this class.
It is. And as far as price, I don't quite have that all together yet, but there again, that will be on my website, and you can call me, you can email me, any way you want, but I'll also probably be advertising it on Facebook and Instagram and everything also.
But I think you kind of decided you can accommodate maybe 20 people per class.
Correct.
Right? Okay.
Correct. So just give me a call. It's going to be a fun time.
It will be fun.
And at Michelle's, we're surrounded by the fabric, so the sound will be wonderful hearing it from the TV.
Yeah. So it's just too hard to do it at the retreat center because it's in a church and the acoustics are not good. We wouldn't be able to hear. I don't
right,
think.
especially with some people not going to the class and some people going. So yeah. So I've been talking about it for a long time, but I wanted to kind of ask a couple more questions today at Expo, and we got them all answered. So it's going to be fun. It's going to be fun. So
do you want people to start contacting you now if they're interested?
Yes, please.
Okay.
Yes, please. And some people are already on the list, which is just wonderful.
Great.
So
I'm interested.
You're interested?
Yes.
Okay. You have to start a couple new projects before you can come.
Okay, sure.
And then also, for anybody who wants to know, we also talked to Cecilia from Heart and Hand, and she is going to be designing my 2022 Happy Holidays pattern. So,
exciting.
Yes, and that may or may not be ready to be released at 24 hours. We'll see.
Okay, good.
We'll see. So, yep.
Good.
So we're excited to see. And then we talked to Erin from Autumn Lane Stitchery.
Yeah.
and he is doing my 2023 welcome pattern. So
Exciting.
yeah, so we talked to a lot of people today, and we got a lot of
Yeah.
things in the works. So
That was good. Okay. I think that's it. Oh no, we need to tell them what to say to sign up for the
Oh.
bags.
you know, I saw a puzzle. Somebody posted it on Instagram, and obviously it's a Minnesota puzzle because it has apparently our slang and our
You're gonna make them say oofda, aren't you? She is. The minute she said Minnesota slang, I thought, oh man. Is that it?
I think so, don't
Okay.
you? How do you spell UFDA first of
Okay.
all?
UFFDA. All one word. UFFDA. Oofda. Use it in a sentence. Please try to make them entertaining, if you will. Make them clever. If you make them clever, you might get called out.
Well, who is it? Did you ever hear your grandma? Somebody, I don't know if it was Neil's grandma. Oofda mega.
Yeah, ooftameg. Ooftameg. I told you my aunt and uncle had ooftameg on their license plate. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it's interesting. So yes, oofda. UFFDA, one word. All right?
All right.
I think
Thanks
that's
for
it.
watching.
Here's to stitching.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Thank you.